Welcome back to Let's Play Alan Wake. Again. I'm BurningDogFace. And, we're here in Cauldron Lake Lodge, where we've just met, Odin and Tor Anderson, the surviving members of the 70s and 80s rock band Old Gods of Asgard. They have shown up quite a bit in Remedy's work since this game. Busy little beavers. Popular rock band from the 80s. They were real big in the metal scene. They have a number of real songs which are performed by IRL band Poets of the Fall. Because as I understand it, the lead singer, whose name escapes me at the moment, is good friends in real life with Sam Lake, the head writer for Remedy. So yes, they do make some appearances. The members of the band back in the day were, let's see, Odin Anderson. He's the one with the eye patch on because the Norse god Odin plucked his own eye out as payment to learn all the ancient secrets of the world. And Tor, who of course has a hammer like Thor. But there are also two other members, Fat Bob Balder, who is named after, Balder, the Norse god, and who they mentioned last time died of leukemia, apparently in 1980. And one other guy named Loki Darkins. That's a very meaningful name in this game. Loki vanished into thin air shortly after the release of the album Follow Me Underground. He just disappeared off the face of the earth in 1972. Creepy. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Yeah, they had a big central musical number in Control called Take Control, with the crazy bit being that in universe that song was written long before protagonist Jesse Faden was even born. So these are the guys who accidentally, as they put it, they left the door open a crack. They're the ones that made the darkness stir, so that it was close enough to the surface to start waking up completely when it sensed Alan.
I'm a bad dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny. But it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And everyone should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
I'm locking my door when I sleep tonight. That is a big fucking fireplace. Why does this stick out so far? We have a fireplace, and it has curly bits on the front, but they're so close to the flames that they're warped over the years. Hey, dude, you might want to put that away. That's going to get wet. Pretty. I actually discovered that, to my chagrin, that the graphics had been on medium this entire time. I put it on high, and it doesn't seem to have affected the frame rate, so hey, improvement. I'm mostly seeing textures.
Wait. Why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Okay. That sounds like a really, beneficial thing to do for my recovery. I shouldn't do that. They can always tell when you're playing along. Oh.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur.
Uh-oh.
I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Perfect timing on that. He's just looking back like, did you see this shit? Oh! A QR code. And a dead bear. I think that's dark red. Otherwise I would think it was a, dark night, white night kind of thing. Okay, getting my phone out and taking a screenshot.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Come on, here we go. And it's brought up another YouTube link. I will see you on the other side of this jump cut. Okay, this is going to be a little unusual, but because I don't think this one includes any spoilers, let's just have some audio-visual fun.
A beginning. A primordial forest. The colors of the fall. The mist. A caldera lake. Silence echoes. Loud. It's too late to hear the words. The man, naked, crawls to the shore. Like a birth? To say that would be a lie. Nothing like a birth. The opposite. He staggers to his feet. A carcass of a deer lies on the shore, rotting, amidst driftwood. The man is afraid, beside himself. Who is he? He doesn't himself know. Dark waves have washed it away. A blank page where this horror story will be written. He remembers darkness, feels the shadow pressing down on him, coming after him. He must get away. He runs to the forest, to a fate worse than death.
And that's how it ends. It was almost entirely imagery of Alan at his typewriter. I think they used the same shots that showed up in... it was either the same shots or the same filming session from when they were doing those typewriter shots for AWE, the Control DLC. Also, yeah, it was mostly just him at the typewriter, though it did superimpose over him a pair of antlers and then a super close-up of a deer's eye when he was talking with the deer carcass. And now I need to jump cut to see if that was even legible and if I need to scrap this segment. Okay, that sounded pretty good to me. I mean, it's quiet, but might have some issues if you're not wearing headphones, but it should be alright. It was simply entitled Vision 3, by the way. And given the names of the other two videos I have discovered, I'm thinking I found all of them so far. I'm gonna do laps. Oh, it doesn't loop around on this side. I spoke too soon. You know, it's funny, every time it's so good, the audio quality on that thunder, that every time I hear it, I think, oh, am I going to lose power before I finish recording? Oh, wait, it's actually a very nice day out.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Oh, right, yeah, you can lock those. Or no, it's more like an ignition key, yes. Does anyone else think it's weird that the TV is there instead of there? I mean, it's not a very big TV, and it's all the way over there from this stuff. Like, if you want to watch the TV, do you just stand here like an idiot? Or maybe they do expect you to stand there like a drooling idiot. Oh, man. Oh, right, yeah, I knew that one. I wanted to see what was on his desk. It looked like a blueprint, which was strange. Fine. I'm just gonna make sure to... If I was really staying here as a patient, the desks, I've suddenly realized the drawers would be full of my clothes. I don't think this bed is long enough. I feel like if you put your head on the pillow, you would be having to bend your knees. Oh, right, yes.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
The vast expanse of emptiness, yes, I know that feeling.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
He's shaking.
Hey, Wake, you stay here.
Oh no,
I'm gonna
everything
go see
is
what's up.
jittery.
You
Maybe this is
just
the
keep
graphics.
doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Oh boy.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Barry in the lodge.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Hey, you leave Barry alone. He's a good man.
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Oh, right, yeah, he thinks he's Thor.
We're on a comeback tour,
Sinclair looked
baby.
back. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of
backstage
Hartman's
is all
goons,
yours,
she had it
Tom.
coming. I could
Seize
get
your
the keys to the
destiny.
office suite from Sinclair.
You'll note that's a real hammer.
Come out and
Just like it
face
said on the page.
music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
I think what happened there is that Tor believed he had his old hammer so hard that the toy hammer they gave him turned into a real one. After a failed attempt to write, Wake finds the Andersons raising hell. Wake takes the opportunity to try to sneak into Hartman's office.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for us. Since
I
you're
was
so
thinking
tough,
it's a bit...
Bert.
I'm not sure they could both take him, you know? He was really
We
big.
were on the road, man. You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal knave.
Oh, that was the other thing. The memory and thought ravens.
Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My wrath will break you.
What the hell? Okay, according to the internet, Odin was known for a pair of pet ravens. Hugin, which means thought in Old Norse, and Munin, which means memory. And, they fly all over Midgard, observing things from a distance, and then fly back to Asgard and bring the information they have seen to Odin, perching on his shoulders and whispering in his ears. I think they were part of the gift of knowledge that came from the sacrifice of his eye. So, that's very interesting to me. Yeah, the Norse believed that any time you saw a raven watching you, it was a sign from Odin that you were doing something interesting.
He's probably kidding, Birch. He's got a great sense of humor. Just ask Sinclair.
Oh.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
I had to get to Hartman's office. He'd taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Scourge your light upon the dark.
Yeah, you keep him in there. It'll be fine. What are these? Happy Camper, Fishing in Bright Falls, and Eclipse.
I wish
Oh boy.
I had my axe. Oh, memory and thought, get black and claw.
See? See? I'm going to assume he means a guitar as an axe. You know, because I'm kind of hoping they don't run around murdering anyone. And also because I'm a huge nerd and I'm aware that Odin's signature weapon was a spear. Fucking A, it's Mott. So he was working with Hartman this whole time.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
I mean, I knew that, but I didn't want to ruin it for you guys. I mean, just, you know, what I've done of Control would have made it clear that, Dr. Emil Hartman does not have his patient's best interests in heart. I will just say it at that.
Get out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry? They fucking imprisoned him?
Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me.
I'll save Barry in a moment. I need the pages.
Is that how you want to play it? Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball all the way, jerk.
What are they planning to do? He could sue them when they let him go.
Whole thing, if you let me out now. Just let me out! Hey, you think I can't hear you out there? I hear you just fine. What, is this how you get your kicks, Hartman? I knew you were weird. You got that weird guy look.
He does have that weird
If
guy
you're one
look.
of those nurses, I'll double what he's paying you, okay? Do you have any idea how much I make as an agent of a best-selling writer? A lot. Is a personal check good?
Okay. Oh my god. That's just a painting of the Taken. Well, those are, I mean. That's a wolf. That's another wolf.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
I don't know who that is. None of the Taken we've seen have been women, and, well, Barbara Jagger doesn't look like that. Maybe she used to look like that. Ravens, a tree man, some vision of hell.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark.
No.
I'm so alone
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
You have to help me, Alan. I'm so alone here. Yoink! Mott fails Hartman.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Hartman knew that was going to happen. Like this specifically, it's in his fucking office. He knew the guy was going to fail him, he sent him out there to do it anyway. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. The vibe I get is that Hartman knows exactly what the manuscript pages are. I think he might know more than we do. I thought there was supposed to be a whole shitload of, pages in here. Can't move the camera. Oh.
Barry?
Ow! About
What?
time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
It is a very nice picture of Alan, I will say that. I'm just gonna sneak back around here, and little help here, Barry. You have to be a team player. Everything's just kind of thrown in here. This isn't even a storage room. This is just the room where they threw all their shit. Alright, well, Alan, Barry, and Alan will have to see you next time, as will I. Hope you're having a good November so far. Filming this on the 1st. Spooky season may be over, but the story goes on. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you next time on Let's Play Alan Wake again. Until then, stay in the light.